What big teeth you have.
So yeah, I mean, I've got this mouse, Logitech mouse, and it's bloody brilliant. And then it comes with this G-Hub, like, driver suite control program or whatever, and G-Hub is awful, like it's constantly crashing or not installing properly or interfering with another program, and just recently I even think I'm getting blue screens because of it, so... Trying to get to the bottom of who's the latest program getting into a quarrel with G-Hub. I've tried uninstalling it, and when you remove G-Hub, it doesn't really seem to stop the mouse from working at all. But it tries to reinstall itself. There's like an agent that runs with it. There's no volume. So yeah, I'm after consistency in these Ravenswatch runs.
We have the monsters on the run, scoundrels, just as we planned.
Yeah, and I feel like I'm learning one character at a time how to be consistent rather than how to get wins. Like,
I am most pleased to see you, my friend.
most recently, it's been about Dummy Ball. I love Twin Dummies, love it loads, but I think Dummy Ball's more consistent. This is for the eventuality that you don't get Flux Capacitor. You want to get as far away from the, yeah. I try and get here as quickly as possible because it lets you sort of... Oof, Jesus. Okay, let's not do that kind of start. So one of the areas that I struggle with Geppetto is avoiding attacks with his defense.
Nothing broken that can't be fixed.
I think it actually gives you defense from the split second that you press the button. And it's confusing because it's like you press the button and then a little bolt fires and then a shield appears and you expect the defense to happen when the shield appears. And I don't think it does. I think the defense happens way before that. I think it happens, like I say, the millisecond after you press the defense button.
I am most pleased to see you, my friend.
Well, access to unstable core. Yeah, well, we'll take that just for the sake of the... just for the free upgrade, basically.
Steady now. There are more enemies afoot. Bombs away! Earn your honor.
I did a bit hard to use unstable cores, I did. How powerful is that? 100 damage? I mean, that's not loads.
As young as you feel.
It's not terrible, but... Oh, come on. That should have been ready then.
There is always a strange calm right before the experiment goes wrong.
Oh, let me out.
Days like these, I miss my workshop.
I need to make it back, I do, and get rid of this fucking unstable cores. It's awful for me. And of all the places for the tower, it has to be for the side statue. It has to be the top of a tower.
I wonder if I could make wings for my scoundrels.
This is just terrible. This is. I'm doing really badly here. Oh no! I thought it was turning into day. It's not turning into day. It's okay. So here, I think I need dummy born. Depressingly, I think I do.
Nothing like hiding for a little perspective. Oh, I didn't escape this. This will be decisive in battle.
This does so much damage. Dummy ball does. It's. And fun with straw.
From a distance,
Go out and get me that straw. I'll be waiting here to supervise the work.
See, that's powerful. 122 damage at this point. That's much more powerful than the unstable cores explosion.
Make me proud.
So I got the timing right with the dodge there, and I was trying
against reverie.
the millisecond you press the defense button. You know what I mean? So yeah, the timing it seems like we're looking for is a just defense in Street Fighter. Oh no, a block in Street Fighter. Street Fighter blocks.
This could be an ambush. An excellent benchmark.
Let's say, remember that you have to recycle dummies as well before you drop dummy balls.
What I call efficient.
4 more needed.
Hey, it's starting to take shape. Keep at it. The monsters will be here soon.
So I'm torn with oil mechanisms. It really helps versus bosses. Yeah, I would take it, but it's pretty awful for for anyone that moves. Got 2 of them. Crikey.
We need to focus on our objective. We're running out of time. Like nailing tacks in a row. That's my little scoundrel.
Oh, not bad. Got everything, haven't we? Why have we not got the... I picked up at least 4. Still day, but it's nearly night. Let's get over to the...
He's on.
I at least want to get this on the map. Could probably get that chest as well. Probably got enough time. A yellow chest up at the top. Because if I could knock that out, it would mean... Oh Christ, no, we're 40 seconds off.
I can feel it in my knuckles.
Show 'em your stuff.
It's alright, actually.
This is a fine piece of work. I wonder if I could make wings for my
This is really looking fine and sturdy. Alec will be proud of me. for himself. Now that's what I call a good apprentice.
Flux capacitor.
We should improve our situation.
It's the one that we want. We wanted normal twin dummies with. Oops.
Excellent benchmark.
What a time to have summoned that guy. The boosted healer. The healer with loads of extra defense. Yeah, it's screaming that is.
That monster is a rust hazard.
Oh, and there's still a ghoul there as well. Oh no. It's tricky. That was took a lot of strategy. That did surviving that. Okay. I wanted Holy Grail there. I only took Tommy Tobacco really because it was so early. Tommy Tobacco is better the earlier we get it. So. Now, if you've ever seen me play this game before, you know that Act 1, it's do the pig quest, and then do the secret boss. That's normally the order I go for. It's my preferred order usually. So. The reason I took that top yellow chest a little bit earlier than normal, you know, I'd already got enough resources to defend the house, but I went and did the top quest. The reason I did that was because it was quite out of the way. So by buying the feather when I did, and doing the top chest, it means that we can forget about the top of the map now. The bottom left, sorry, the far left of the map is just a chest, so we can forget that. Green chests are low priority. I think the only thing that's really lower priority than green chests is green crystals. So yeah, so we can forget this. And that means that we've got the book, we've already got it on the map, so we're fine. We've got the well, in case we need to spend money, which we probably will, I think. Before that, yeah, we're looking at this and this. They're the two most important targets here. On the way to them, there's always this orange chest. If I can just kill this guy. Which of course I can't because, yeah. wasn't even looking properly. Yeah, it was an unnecessary death.
Brace yourself. There is much to do.
So you can't destroy those now. There's a look.
Remember what I taught you, my brave scoundrels? The triangle.
I also think, I don't know for sure, but I think that Geppetto's defense can actually interrupt moves quite well. Oh, clouds. So when I say can interrupt moves, it's an extremely useful property for defense, that is.
Like nailing twice in a row.
It's when if you're in the middle of, say swinging your hammer, and you press defense, if it protects you when you press defense like that, then it's oh, I've tried to press it there. Obviously not. Obviously my timing is well off with it. So now this is a give up run. This one is, it's rubbish.
Fear brings out the best in
Two stupid deaths, and one of them was bad and the other one was terrible. Like that second one. The first one was, I wasn't paying full attention, but I'd been on low health for a while and I'd been in trouble and stuff. The second death was just, oh, let's defend and dodge. You didn't dodge, you're dead. It was so stupid. There were a million ways we could have avoided that death, and I thought that I had a better understanding of his defense than I do, so got me killed.
nothing broken can't be fixed.
I think it's my biggest weakness with Geppetto, is how this defense works. For some reason it doesn't seem to be like landing. Like Piper's defense is famously hard to dodge stuff with, and I'm fine with that now, you know. A couple of tests, a few games to practice, and I was alright with it, but I just cannot get Geppetto's to work.
It is always a joy to be close with your presence.
Like I can dodge more often than not. I can dodge the lasers in Act 2.
A waste of my time.
The trouble with picking dummy ball is if it gives you flux capacitor. In fact, no, I think what I'm going to do, my Geppetto strategy is probably going to be start with twin dummies.
Nothing broken that can't be fixed.
Because I do think it's better in general. And it's way better if you get flux capacitor. but it's worse if late game you don't. So I'm going to start with twin dummies. And if I don't get a flux capacitor by, you know, the first time I see a respec, I'll use it basically on, and I'll use it on.
I am delighted.
See, there isn't one here, so that's scary. But yeah, the strategy that I'm going to try with Geppetto going forward is I do this. You know, I'll start with twin dummies. And I'll look for a flux capacitor. And when the game offers me a respec, if it ever does, I respec into dummy ball.
We've still much work to do.
God, these are bad. It's terrible, this layout is. Do you want money? No.
The stuff dreams are made of.
What's this?
Earn your oil. Bravo, my little scapegrace.
I mean, the trouble is that the dummies just don't do any damage. And I think that's what I need to like get my head around. He's got plenty of skills that make the dummies do damage, and I don't really prioritise them very highly. And that might be where I'm going wrong with him. It's really good.
They have no strategy. There is always a strange calm right before the experiment goes wrong. I sense that the sun
Go out and I'll be waiting here to supervise the work.
That's my little scoundrel. Now that's what I call efficient.
Getting that point there, the one just north of me now, by looking over the cliff, is really important. It's one of the best advantages you can get in this map. Really important trick to learn. I say to learn. There's no learning in it really. It's knowledge. You just need to know it. But knowing that you can look over that cliff to find that point, and the point isn't always there, but most of the time it is. It's there maybe 3 out of 4 games, maybe even more than that.
We'll be able to do a lot with all this.
It just lets you do this. So like I've immediately walked close to the next objective now.
Reverie is still beautiful.
Got 2 healers.
Now that's what I call a good apprentice.
Heart ties, yeah, I mean... 5 armor per dummy isn't... Yeah, it's not bad that.
This will be decisive in battle.
Oh jeez, how the hell did that hit me? With it being night time, it's time to defend now. But I might want to spend this 285 gold first. So large family reduces the cooldown of trait, and when you've got twin dummies, that's a big deal. So this means we're creating an incredible amount of dummies now.
Now, there are more enemies.
Run, hide, everything for himself.
See that? I do not understand that defense there. It really baffles me sometimes, Geppetto's defense does. Oh great, now we've got a big ghost in.
An excellent benchmark.
And then that one dodged. Oh, it's so weird, his defense is so bloody weird. Oh no. Try another one. We were fine there. I should have taken the Holy Grail. I wanted to try and get Tam Tobacco, and it was a mistake, that was. As soon as I clicked it, I was like, that was a mistake. But I was a bit gutted losing a life where I did. That was what was making me try for Tam Tobacco, like.
Well, my scoundrels, it's time to get to work.
It is always a joy to be graced with your presence.
Damn.
Do my wares not please you? No matter. Maybe another day.
Bombs away!
Oh, come on.
Like nailing tacks in a row. I need to rewind my scoundrels. A fight is near. Once we're done, I'll teach my scoundrels. Earn your oil.
Just had a thought. Maybe the reason Geppetto's defense is confusing me so much, maybe, is because maybe it gives you that invulnerability when you first press the button. But it only gives you one invulnerability, and it includes dummies. So, when it comes to skills in this game, if anyone's been on the Discord and have seen any of my posts on the Discord, you'll often see me ranting about the order in which you can pick skills. Like, one of the things that I think this game could get, I think they could improve on this game by allowing skill, knowledge and expertise to translate to game power a little bit more than they do. And like, for a bit of backstory, I hate it when video games, when how good you are at a video game is all about what level your character is. Like that's everything I hate in a video game. I hate the same thing in tabletop roleplay. But it's one of the main areas that makes me not like role-playing games. Like, I do enjoy a role-playing game, I loved White Wolf games, but D&D just has this obsession with levels, and I don't like it. Levels, to me, it's like, I don't know, it's not very intuitive to me. If I'm at work and I meet someone from another company and we're going to collaborate on a project together, I don't go, all right, what level are you? What level's your IT programming? Like, it's this silly number. Well, I say silly. It's like, it's a very arbitrary number that Dungeons and Dragons puts on how good are you. And the reason I don't like it is partly because it's got no real world application, like equivalent. But the main reason I don't like it is because it rewards investment, time invested rather than skill. Where it bothers me with Ravenswatch is there are some areas where when you learn the game quite well, and you really get to know the game, you're like, I've got this knowledge now, I know. Like for example, I know really well that the twin dummies skill, not dummy ball, twin dummies, works really well with flux capacitor. It works a lot better with flux capacitor than dummy ball does. It also works really well with explosive builds, right? And I can use that knowledge. No, I can't. And what I mean is, like, just now when I was offered the explosive build skill, I can use the knowledge that I have about twin dummies and explosive builds, but the only way I can use it is by saying, I get no advantage here. What I think you should be able to do, what I would like to see in this game, is you can wait before you pick your level 1 skill. Or, when you get a respec, and it actually respec your character, I would like to see a respec only respec your starting skill. I'd love that. So, like, you start a game, and you take dummy ball, because dummy ball's quite good, maybe it's epic or something like that, but then you see an explosive builds, and you're like, oh, explosive builds is really good with twin dummies. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to go and respec my dummy ball, move over to twin dummies, and then this explosive builds that I'm being offered be really good. But the game doesn't let you do that. Even if this dialogue that says your next skill can be explosive builds, if you go and respec and change your dummy ball for twin dummies, you won't still have the option of picking explosive builds. And that's what I don't like in this game. I don't like the fact that it doesn't let you, you can't do any tailoring basically. The only tailoring you can do is items. Like, if you find an item that's good, you can respec you know, to a skill that's good with that item. And that would be quite cool, except it's not that important in a game. Like, you know, it's nowhere near as important as skill synergies. So. And you know, when I talk about this, when I mention it as a criticism, it's at its very worst with Geppetto. I hate Geppetto. Like, as a character, I don't mind. Like, as a character, he's cool, and to play, he's not terrible. The reason I hate him is because of how little he allows knowledge and skill to translate into in-game success. That's what I hate about him. And horribly enough, when you're trying to play for consistency, and when you're trying to be... what I'm doing at the moment is I'm trying to get a 9-win streak with all 9 characters. And when you've got that kind of goal, the reason I'm picking Geppetto first is because Geppetto is the most random. You know, Geppetto's the most coin flippy character in the game, I think. And it's not because of the way he's played or anything, it's purely because of the way the skill system's set up. What I've been explaining just now with regards to skills that synergize and whatnot. And I think the only reason it bothers me is because they're this close to the mark past 8 games like that. They're so close to getting it right. Doing now? I need this. Yeah, I need to stop the quest, don't I? I think this is going to be wood, probably. Oh, God, no, it's not. Fuck. Oh, yeah, it is. Actually, for a minute there, I thought it was going to be straw, and I was like, what? Why haven't I seen the straw already? But now it's wood. That's another thing that you get with Geppetto that you don't get with other characters. You realise that the game isn't using the buttons well enough. Like that, I wanted to pick up wood. But it was dismantling dummies. I'm like, why? Yeah. Now this might have been a mistake. The reason I took lightning rod dummies just now was because of a previous playthrough where it never offered me lightning rod dummies when I really wanted it. So this might have been like my personal biases made me pick a skill I didn't need, but we'll see. I can look at it that way, but the other way you can look at it is past experience has told you that you need to pick that skill even when you feel it's not necessary. So can never quite realise what it, like, I know when it says 3 dummies, that means I've got 3 dummies spare, yeah? When I cast a dummy, now I've got 2 dummies ready, yeah? Now it's back to 3. Like, I don't know what shaded and unshaded means with the dummies. I hope to God it doesn't just mean cooldown or not cooldown, because that's idiotic. You know when a spell's on cooldown because it says here, and when you try and cast the spell, it doesn't work. Like, 97. Where is the key?
We need to focus on our objective. We're running out of time.
Oh, the key's not up here, I'll give it that. Ah, it's there.
Bravo, my little scapegrace.
Oh, I thought I'll fill you. And now it's night time, which means that we need to be defending. I need to spend money at all. Jesus Christ.
And I'll be fine.
Now that's what I call efficient.
Hopefully this will level us up now. Should do.
Right. That'll show those monsters we meet.
Yeah, large family's great. I mean,
There's still much work to do. I'm ready for you, you beasts. I'll show you what Godric is made of. With a bang!
Make me proud. It's not how hard you hit, but knowing where to hit.
I'm laughing at that spectacular miss with that special there.
That's my little scoundrel.
Where are we? Tommy Tobacco early, that's good. I've got the key, so Tommy Tobacco might help me get like a Ballow's Eye or something like that.
Sound construction indeed. With some
I'd be happy with a Nightmare Thorn or Ricker, I think.
For battle. Let's not keep the lady waiting.
Without oiled mechanisms, you can't get those like instant boss kills that you get with it. But it's not important, that's the thing. It's weird with Geppetto. You feel like oiled mechanisms and not oiled mechanisms are worlds apart. And the reason is with oiled mechanisms, you can kill like that Bridget there. She would have been dead without summoning all these ghosts. And in that situation, yes, it would have been hugely advantageous to have oiled mechanisms, right? Massively. But that, to my knowledge, that's the only situation in the game where it's actually important. Throughout the entire game, I mean. Oh, Palo's eye. I might want that.
From a distance, the reverie is still beautiful. Earn your oil. Bombs away! Be ready, scoundrels. This could be an ambush.
Bloody hell. So 5 healers, was it?
Now that's
6.
what I call a good apprentice.
So yeah, I was right about the indicator earlier. Whether the indicator's shaded or not purely reflects the cooldown status of your trait. And the reason I think that's stupid, I mean, I think it's a bit... Shaded or not shaded is quite a significant difference, if you get me. And if I was designing the UI, I would make sure that shaded or not shaded conveys some important information. And I feel, I might be wrong, but I feel like whether or not it's off cooldown is information that the player's going to know anyway, or going to have a rough ability. You know, when a skill's only got like 3 seconds of cooldown or 4 seconds of cooldown, you know whether you cast it in the last 3 or 4 seconds or not. So it seems a bit much. But when you've got 2 different skills that can both summon dummies, and here it's trait and special, tying a lit up or a darkened dummy indicator. I'm talking about the 4 indicators above, just below Geppetto's health bar here, by the way. So at the moment it's telling me two dummies are available. Okay. And 2 aren't. So if I say, okay, summon a dummy, now it's telling me, oh, you can't see that, now it's telling me that 1 dummy was unavailable. And now that I just recycled 1 by pressing the trait button, it's telling me 2 dummies are unavailable. And 2 dummies are blacked out. What does that tell you? It tells you that you can't summon dummies, right? But then if I do this, there's a dummy. And that's the most important dummy, because that's the dummy that, not only is it a dummy, it's a dummy that also applies a big nuke. But it only applies the big nuke if a dummy slot's available. And obviously, as the UI just told us, no dummy slots were available. That's why it said there were 2 dummies that were active and there were 2 dummies that were unavailable. Yeah? Except no, a dummy slot was available and that was a good special. And that's why I think that this, I think the dummy UI with Geppetto, particularly with Dummy Ball, I think is badly designed. I think it needs changing. Because the UI is suggesting, like, well, you got 2 dummies out, but your other 2 dummies aren't ready. Like you need to wait. When in fact, waiting is the worst thing to possibly do. What you need to do is you need to fire the dummy effect that only triggers when you've got slots available. So the UI is telling you you've got no slots available, when in fact you really have got a slot available, and now is the time that you need to strike with your available slot. So. The reason I talk a bit about this is because I used to ignore those completely. Those little dummy icons below the health bar, I just used to completely ignore them. I didn't even realise they existed for a long time. And when I sort of noticed them, when I was like, oh right, oh so you got these things, have you? Right, okay. When I started paying attention to them, I started doing a lot worse with Geppetto.
What an inspiration!
It's interesting to use that ulti. So I tend to go with the other ulti.
Steady now. There are more enemies afoot.
The other ulti, it's like this mecha dummy. It creates a big dummy, and it's good. But my personal rule of thumb about it is, if I've got oiled mechanisms, then I'll take mecha, the mecha dummy, the big dummy. If I've not got oiled mechanisms, I'll take the other one, the one I've got here. Yeah. Okay, so I want the power cooldown, but what I was really after here wasn't cooldown reductions. It was extra stocks because of Bellow's eye. So might even re-roll this. Yeah, let's re-roll it. This is a tower. Yeah, it is.
Excellent.
Come on.
The youngsters always underestimate.
I haven't got the time to be killing this idiot. Horrible waste of time that was. I'm not going to get both books now unless I'm ridiculously quick with it. Powers. Oh, I don't want power as much as I want special, really.
Fine piece of work.
Nothing like height for a little perspective.
Now that's what I call a good apprentice. They have no strength. With a bang!
Would like the green boot, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get there fast enough. Did I clear this well? Hope I did. Oh yeah, I did. Excellent.
The reverie is still.
I'll be able to put this to good use.
Yeah, we're never going to get that in time. Wow.
Nothing like height for a little perspective.
I missed a book. It's okay.
Make me proud.
I only got 2 of them there, that's not good. Still a fair chunk of damage, all things considered. I got both of them. I feel like I got both defense electric things. Laser lenses, yeah. Lightning would dummy. I have, yeah. The dummies get struck by lightning and dummies shoot lasers after being defended. Okay. So what I should be focusing on more than anything else is defense, not special. And not so much Balor's Eye like I was thinking of, but I mean, there's wiggle room, yeah. And if you notice how my ultimate's ready again now, that's one of the biggest difference between this one, Overclock, and Mecha Puppet. It's that Overclock has a tiny little cooldown time. Okay, now I'll be back shortly. I'm just I've got what? Oh, sorry. I'm gonna close the stream for now. I've got a call to make and some purchases to make, but I will be back shortly.